September 25, 1066. A quiet village in Yorkshire suddenly became the stage for one of the most decisive battles in English history. At Stamford Bridge, a Viking king sought conquest, an English king defended his crown, and the fate of an entire age was sealed. The mid-11th century was a time of turmoil. England, wealthy but divided, was a tempting prize. When King Edward the Confessor died childless in January 1066, three men saw an opportunity. Harald Godwinson, England's most powerful noble, was crowned. But William of Normandy claimed Edward had promised him the throne. And from the north, Harald Hardrada of Norway, a legendary warrior who had fought from Kiev to Constantinople, declared his own right backed by Harald's estranged brother, Tostig. In September, Hardrada sailed with nearly 300 ships, carrying thousands of hardened warriors. On September 20th, at the Battle of Fulford, his army crushed the English defenders near York. The north seemed lost, yet Harald Godwinson responded with stunning speed, marching his army nearly 300 kilometers from London to York in just 4 days, a feat still admired by military historians. On September 25, Harald's forces surprised the Vikings at Stamford Bridge. Many Norwegians had left their armor behind, expecting only negotiations. Suddenly, the English army appeared on the horizon. The battle erupted in chaos. Chroniclers tell of a lone Viking holding the narrow bridge, cutting down dozens before being killed by a spear thrust from beneath the planks. Harald Hardrada, the fierce thunderbolt of the north, led his men bravely. But during the melee, he was struck in the throat by an arrow. His fall broke Viking morale. Tostig fought on, but the English pressed hard. By nightfall, the Norwegian army was destroyed. Of 300 ships, only 24 returned to Norway. Harald Godwinson had achieved a stunning victory. England was safe but only briefly. 3 weeks later, William of Normandy landed in the south. Harold's exhausted army, fresh from Stamford Bridge, was forced to march again. On October 14, at Hastings, Harold would meet his end and England would be forever changed. The Battle of Stamford Bridge ended the Viking Age in a single day. But it also opened the door to Norman rule. One battle closed a chapter of history, and another battle, just weeks later, would begin a new one.